So recently I brought on this new client around 10 days ago, I would say. I think that gives me the perfect opportunity for me to show you how exactly I would turn, let's say, a client that has been getting zero results, zero bookings, and in a 45 or 50-day process, how I would use automations, funnels, Facebook ads to get that client, from nothing to over £10,000 or dollars in revenue. And all of this depends on their ad spend, but if the ad spend were right, then I'm showing you guys how I would take a client from zero to over £10,000. Welcome to my Facebook Ads Manager. This ad campaign is another agency that ran ads before me. And then let's just go into my ad campaign. So this is my Facebook ad campaign. I'm doing what is called the 3 ad set method. So when you're targeting one gender, you want to do the 3 ad set method. Now, what is the 3 ad set method? Basically, you have 3 ad sets, right? The first one is targeting 5 miles or 8 kilometers. The second ad set is targeting 10 miles or 16 kilometers. And the third ad set is targeting 15 miles or 24 kilometers. That's what works best for me. Every single ad set is going to have a different ad copy and ad image. That's what works best for me. You're split testing. So let's break it down on the ad set level. A lot of things are going to be blurred because I know what you guys are like. I like to keep everything as broad as I can. Facebook will do all the heavy work for you. What I'd like to do is just change the age and the gender, and obviously the distance, and the location. So change the age and the gender. Don't do any interests or demographics targeting. And people living in this location as well. That's really important. For placements, this is what you always want to do. Annual placements, Facebook and Instagram only. And these are the 2 options. Facebook feed, Instagram feed, everything else is turned off. Oh, before I forget, campaign level. Advantage campaign budget, £15. So the campaign is running at £15 a day. And then in that, there is the 3 ad sets. And then obviously the ad set that is doing the best will get the most budget. So let's break down now what I actually do with these leads and how I actually get results from this. When the lead does come in from the Facebook lead form, this is how it looks like. I'm not going to show the entire automations because this works really well for me, and I'd prefer my competition not to have this. But the second they come into the lead form, they're given the opportunity. Leads. Did I spell leads right? So they get that opportunity, and this is going to wait 2 minutes before sending out a voicemail. Now, they don't tend to reply to that. So I have an SMS that comes out half a minute after that voicemail is sent saying this. My client does in-person consultations and over-the-phone consultations. Now, a lot of my clients don't do over-the-phone consultations, but this one specifically wanted to. Now, the way I set this funnel up is the lead comes in, and all I'm trying to do when that lead comes in is get them to get into a free consultation, either over the phone or in person. Now, I don't charge for this consultation if it's over the phone. If they were to come in person and do the consultation, then I would take a deposit. And that's what I do for my other clients. Okay, and then after 30 minutes, if they don't reply, they get this. Hey, Chris, when would you be free to come in for a free consultation? And then if they do reply, I get this notification, intent reply, and they're moved. So their opportunity is moved to in conversation, which helps a lot. That's far enough. You guys are already taking screenshots of this, man. So just the same thing, copy and paste it in conversation. But for this is just like they didn't reply to this message after 3 hours. They didn't reply to the message after 3 hours, so they get this. We had some cancellations. You want to come in and get this treatment. Now they also get 2 phone calls a day. So whenever I have time, I give them 2 phone calls every single day. So they get usually 2 to 3 messages and 2 phone calls. Well, 1 phone call, but I bell them twice at the same time. And that's what I find works really well for my lead nurturing process. And I have other automations in place, such as the in-conversation one that reminds me to reply to them and follow up with them, database reactivation, and a lot of other stuff. I'll show some of it now, actually. If you have a client and they have a database of their past clients that goes on for a year or 2, and you have a few hundred leads in that database, this is something you want to do, and it's called database reactivation. You're basically reactivating a database and trying to convert those previous clients or old leads or clients or whatever into new paying clients. Now, you have to do this if you have a client that has a database, because you can come in, right, and when you first launch the ads and everything is running, in the first 3 days, if you do everything properly, you can get 5 to 10 clients from this database reactivation, probably more, depending on their database. a client will love you forever, right? If on the first 3 days of properly running everything, you get them 5 to 10 booked meetings, just like that, boom, they will love you forever. Now, I won't showcase everything, but I will show you like the foundations of it, of how it actually works. So when someone gets put into the opportunity stage of database reactivation, they're immediately put into this workflow. So they get this message: I'm offering a 20% discount for my previous clients who leave me a good review on Google Maps. Call to action, would you be interested? Now, the reason why I asked for Google Maps review is because they will leave a 5-star review or something like that, and that will increase my SEO on Google Maps, and that will actually increase the amount of clients that I get from organic traffic. If they don't reply to that within an hour, they get this message, just a follow-up, hey, checking in. If they reply to this, they don't reply, I just say no worries, and then if they are interested, then I send them a booking link if they already had a consultation in the past. But if they haven't had a consultation in the past, or there's no data on it, then they're gonna have to come in for a consultation again. It's the same thing over here. So basically, if they hadn't had a consultation or there's no data on it in the past, then I just get them in for a consultation again. But if we do have data on their previous consultation, then I just send them a booking link, and I don't even take a deposit up front if they left a good Google Maps review. If they leave a Google Maps review, I don't usually take deposit up front. Their previous clients, they're more warm than new leads coming in. And that's my database reactivation.